Humans have survived on Earth to this day. It's actually a complete cosmic miracle. Because of our lives, it all depends on the blood-red one-eyed monster above his head. Protect it. Here he is, the most violent and ultimate vacuum cleaner in Jupiter's solar system. Without him blocking countless deadly meteorites, the Earth has long been smashed into cosmic debris. But don't be too grateful when you really look inside the planet. Even the best astronomers feel a suffocation, because it's not a normal planet at all, but a landless gas wind and monster. If you accidentally fall into Jupiter, you will never land. At 150 meters per second, falling madly in the wind, then compared to the ground, and tens of thousands of times more terrifying, forcibly pressed into a diamond. Exactly. A violent rain of diamonds is falling from his depths, and it's moving. Enough metal to melt everything. Even the diamond rain inside him. Each piece could be bigger than your fist. What's even more terrifying is he is actually a failed sun. As long as the quality is a little bigger, he will be instantly ignited, burn the Earth to ashes. Next, please cover your heart, because every truth about him, far better than the most desperate sci-fi horror movie. And it makes your scalp tingle to see the true face of this monster. Humans are literally dying. In 2011, NASA launched the Juno probe. You know, how terrifying is the radiation belt around Jupiter? That's 20,000 times the Earth's magnetic field. Any unprotected charcoal machine creature once approached the cell will be in a fraction of a second, like raw eggs in the microwave. It exploded from the inside out. To survive, Juno Ho was forced to wear a heavy 180 kilograms of radiation titanium armor. Even so, he leaps with every face. The amount of radiation Jupiter receives in one like sitting. Taking 1 million X-rays in a row. And when Juno Ho was covered in scars, when the detection data is finally transmitted back to Earth, astronomers around the world have collapsed. We've been reading textbooks for decades. It's all wrong. All the time. Scientists believe that Jupiter is like Earth, in the deepest place, hidden within a hard, rocky core. But Juno's attractive force scan found the depths of Jupiter. There's no demarcated core. He's more like a pot of cosmic poison porridge boiling. Liquid metallic hydrogen bonded to unknown solid matter. It has taken on an extremely bizarre semi-fluid state. It's like cutting open a watermelon. I found no melon flesh in it, all squirming slime. Until today, there are no existing models of planetary evolution can explain perfectly how did this Fenghe state come into being. If you think Jupiter is scary right now, you have no idea how brutal was he when he was young. You think he spent billions of years. He has always been a big brother who silently guards the Earth. You're wrong. When the solar system was born 4.6 billion years ago, Jupiter is not a protector at all, but a cosmic butcher with red eyes. Jupiter at that time, the body has expanded to an amazing extent. He's like a runaway bulldozer, with an attractive force. Crazy towards the sun, began the death sprint. All the round star embryos along the way. I don't even have a chance to see the world. Torn apart by the attractive forces of Jupiter. Devoured. You must think, why is the inner solar system so empty today? Why aren't we like other galaxies? Has a massive super-Earth. It was brutal. All eaten and wiped out by the bully Jupiter in advance. Take a look at Mars today. Small and shriveled. In fact, he was originally a strong boy with a family of bones. It will most likely grow larger than the Earth. It could have even started life earlier than on Earth. But as Jupiter roared past him, ruthlessly plundered nearly 90% of his material base, Mars was starved and disabled on the spot. Forever, losing the ability to lock in the atmosphere and oceans. According to how crazy Jupiter was at the time, the Earth never had a chance to be born, or be swallowed by him, or get kicked away to the icy edge of the solar system, forever wandering in the cold mountains. How did our planet survive? Because another star giant, at the last moment of life and death, forcibly shot. This is Saturn. The timely development of Saturn, an extremely attractive force. Two attractive forces that distort space. An epic tug of war unfolded in the universe. Final Saturn strangled the neck of the mad cow of Jupiter. Triggers a wonderfully attractive force forcibly dragged him back to his hometown from the inner solar system. This earth-shattering retreat, it's known in astronomy as the Great Migration. But here comes the most magical plot. This bloody interstellar butcher. On the way back to my hometown, he accidentally became the creator of the Earth. A tsunami with attractive force when the star recedes put countless ice-rich comets on the edge of the solar system. Stars and asteroids, crazy like a goddess, scattered flowers and smashed to the inside. These are meteorites that carry glaciers, like a rainstorm, bombarding the newly formed Earth. This intense artillery fire has continued for hundreds of millions of years. When the ice melts, inject a huge amount of pure water into the Earth. It even holds up the world today. Half of the ocean. Scientists found through isometric comparison. You drink the water in your stomach now, even the blood that flows through your body. 60% of the sources, all from when Jupiter was in violent retreat. Ice cubes hitting the Earth. There is no such cosmic buying and selling. The Earth is a lifeless stone. There will be no ocean at all. There will be no life. So let's take a breath. Bring your eyes back from the past to the present. Take a look at the most famous horror on Jupiter's surface. Landmark Great Red Spot. That's not a pretty birthmark. It was a fight. The super metamorphosis typhoon that has been roaring for at least 350 years. His wind blows faster than a sniper rifle bullet. The depth of the storm exceeded 300 kilometers. At his peak, can swallow 3 Earths side by side in one breath. But this blood-red eye, recently, it has made the creepy moves of all scientists in 2024. The Hubble telescope stared at him for 90 days. It was incredibly weird. This superstorm is convulsing like crazy. He will be elongated in a moment, squashed again, like an ancient beast struggling to die. Even more counterintuitive is, it's shrinking in size. But the vertical height is rising weirdly and wildly. It's like an extremely compressed spring. Some kind of devastating counterattack is brewing. The latest supercomputer simulations show that spot is now living off its own kind. He bites like crazy. Small storms around to maintain energy. Once the surrounding storms are eaten up to 950 days. This red eye has been staring at the Earth for hundreds of years. You're going to die. Disappeared from the surface of Jupiter forever. But that's not the worst part. When Juno flies over the poles of Jupiter, got a set. Photos of all humanity taking a breath of air. What about Jupiter? Polar regions without land cover. Out of thin air. 8 objects larger in diameter than the Earth appeared. Super complete. They, perfect for a main cyclone around the center, constitutes a regular octagon of absolute symmetry. Hooray. These 8 Earth-sized death tornadoes. It's like having some kind of sacred round table. They have maintained perfect hardship over the years. Neither dissipate nor merge. It's there, maintaining a weird formation. Throughout the history of the solar system, never seen such a violation. The perfect geometry of natural development. There's no theory of meteorology can explain this weirdness. Some people even feel their scalp tingle. Is this a coincidence of the airflow? Or is it some kind of inner Jupiter? Super energy beyond comprehension. A silent summoning ceremony is taking place. And it's really scary when you think about it. Jupiter is a temperamental tyrant, then his cruelest means, it was all spent on his own child. Check out his satellite sweater. It's like in the solar system. 18 layers of hell. At the end of 2023, the probe swept past the tomb at an ultra-close distance. Hundreds of supervolcanoes were photographed at once. At the same time, the end of the Great Eruption is tragic. 1,600 lava soars hundreds of kilometers into the sky. Even steel can be vaporized in an instant. Why is he so miserable? Because Jupiter's attractive forces are so perverted. He's like an invisible beast. Knead and pull Ganymede like a dough. This extreme tidal heating, living on an originally icy planet, rubbing from the inside to boiling completely. Every day, Io experiences a transformation of the Earth's crust, blood and tears flowing with magma. But please don't despair. Right next to this purgatory, under the extreme terror of Jupiter, hidden all mankind. The best hope for finding alien life. That's his other child, Europa. On its surface, under a thick ice shell of more than -100 degrees, hidden a bottomless global liquid ocean. The amount of water in this dark deep sea than the entire planet's water. Much more. What makes your heart beat faster is scientists have discovered cracks in the ice on Europa's surface. A large number of mysterious red-streaked substances have been discovered. It's a wild guess. This is most likely the depths of the ocean nutrient-rich organic matter as the ice springs to the surface. Maybe even some unknown deep sea. The ultimate evidence of microbial survival. Now all of humanity can't sit still at all. NASA's Europa Block number and probes from the European Space Agency has embarked on an expedition of tens of billions of kilometers. It is expected to arrive around 2000. Maybe in a few years, when human probes drilled through that ice shell. For the first time, we're going to confront extraterrestrial life. Completely rewrite our place in the universe. The history of lonely destiny. So tonight when you look up at the night sky, when you see the brightest star, please maintain a sense of awe for him. He was a failed star, but became the most successful bodyguard on Earth. He was the butcher of the universe who killed everything, but he also personally sent the source of life to the Earth. Is synonymous with the violent abyss, but at its feet, the cradle of alien life. He spent 4.6 billion long years, the two most extreme words of destruction and compassion, perfectly sewn together. Now, he is hundreds of millions of kilometers away in a deep vacuum, with his huge blood-red one eye, staring at the Earth quietly. It is like a loyal guardian of human prosperity. It's like waiting coldly. The arrival of the next cosmic opportunity.